Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today is a very fun video because I am going to present a full face of Jones Road favorites. This video was inspired by the kindness of the brand who sent me over a beautiful gift package filled with all sorts of brand new Jones Road products. But I am a big fan. I have been following this brand since its inception, so I also have a ton of products of my own, and I am going to combine some of these beautiful items that were gifted to me, thank you so much to Jones Road, along with my own collection, and we are going to do a full face of my favorites. Everybody knows, I don't need to tell you, that Jones Road Beauty is the brainchild of Bobbi Brown, who we all know and love from her eponymous brand that I admittedly grew up with, and the Bobbi Brown aesthetic, that minimalist beauty, the seeing the skin and seeing who you are through the makeup added just to make us pretty. As I did an interview once with one of the top makeup artists at Bobbi Brown. You know, I'm a journalist, and she told me that's what beauty is about. That's what makeup is about, to make us feel our best, make us pretty, and amplify all those things that we already love about ourselves. It is natural, it is clean beauty. Bobbi Brown has brought that love for clean, natural, sustainable beauty, and she has brought that to Jones Road, and it has been so fun for me to review the products and watch the brand slowly, gently grow. Clearly, Bobbi Brown had a path in mind for her brand, and it is following it to a T, now available in more than just the United States and North America, and just super fun to watch it grow, and an absolute pleasure to collaborate with the brand on this video. We are going to go now to me with nothing on my face, not even skincare, and we are going to go from basically the ground up and do a full face of Jones Road favorites. Stay right there. Let's dive in. We got a lot of goodies to look at here. I usually say that I start these demos wearing nothing but my skincare from the morning, but this time I'm not wearing any skincare at all because I know we're going to be using the WTF Foundation. I have the shade Beige. This is a $44 kind of combo tinted moisturizer balm. It comes in 12 shades. Like I said, I'm wearing the shade Beige, and if I wear my skincare with this, I have suggestible skin, I like to call it. It'll go dry if left without a moisturizer, and if it's overly moisturized, it'll go oily and break out. So when I use the foundation, it is a good day to use it when I know that I'm not going to do any sort of skincare. So I skipped that, and that allows me to put this on in a little bit lighter. So I kind of just put it on the brush a little bit, and I dot it on the face. This is a tinted moisturizer. It's very, very comfortable. Make sure not to put on too much if you have either oily skin or, like me, as I like to call it, normal but suggestible skin. So I'm just putting this all along, and it's just basically a little bit more tinted moisturizer, more tint than most moisturizers, and a little bit thicker if you didn't know. And I do have a whole video on this when it first came out. This is it here in the little pot. A little bit goes a long way. As you can see, I haven't even used too much, and I have had it and been using it and enjoying it. For me, and I'm just kind of using my the warmth of my hands to help it melt into the skin. It is super nice when I haven't used any skincare, and there are days that I don't have time for that. So that's perfect. And as you see, I just kind of, you can still see my skin through it. Did you see how little I used? Barely any product. Very, very nice. But the fact that it's highly moisturizing makes it the perfect surface for the next one we want to talk about, and this is the Face Pencil. The Face Pencil comes in 25 shades. This is a lovely product over either moisturized skin or the foundation. It is an actual pencil, and with this pencil you can conceal, you can even highlight. I use it for concealing. Now this comes in 25 shades and is $25. I have two shades. I have the number 8, which we're going to use right now underneath the eyes, and I have the number 10, which we're going to use on the rest of the face. And I'm just kind of putting it here. If you've seen my channel a lot, you know that I have the dark pits of despair. So I'm putting that over my eyes, and I'm using a variety of brushes. By the way, Jones Road does have some brushes. I don't have them, by the way. So I am just using my various brushes. It looks like I brought over some Merit brushes, and this right here, of course, is a Sonia G brush. And I'm just putting this in here, and it is covering up and really brightening my eyes. Let's use the shade 10 because I do have 2 shades in it. This is all my stuff that I'm using. We're going to be incorporating some of the fun package that the lovely people at Jones Road sent over to me. This is the number 10, which is a little bit more my skin shade. I really am enamored of this product. I really think it's just a lovely, lovely product. It just covers up without being too much. You can use your hands. You can use a brush like I am. I actually like hands with this, but I like to use it afterwards just to kind of warm up the product. Now the next product I'm going to use is another one that I really love, and it is called the Brow Pencil. As you see, these are all still products that I have purchased to work with. And by the way, those everything pencils, I'm just going fast here, but the face pencil can be used in so many different ways, but I like to use it just as I did today, just to add a little bit of coverage in the spots over. And as you see, I use very little WTF Foundation, so it's really just serving as a moisturizer and a little bit of coverage. Now the brow pencil I really enjoy. This is just a nice little chubby brow pencil. I'm going to brush my brows down with a spoolie, and Bobbi Brown, being a minimalist thinker, she doesn't have the spoolie on the back of this, but that's okay to me. That doesn't bother me. This brow pencil here, it's a little chubby pencil, and I think it works really nice. It deposits a nice amount of color and really, really lasts. This is the shade Brunette, but the brow pencil does come in 5 shades and is $22. So I'm just going to put it on here. And I'm just blowing through this really quickly, and then I'm going to brush up my brow. I just did a really, really quick brow and just kind of filled them in. And because it's such a little chubby pencil, as opposed to so many of the pencils, look how pretty that was and how quick that was, as opposed to so many pencils we see that are so thin because they're meant to draw on individual hairs, this pencil is really nice in the fact that it just kind of gives you quick coverage, but in pencil form. I really, really appreciate that. It's probably the only one on the market that I can think of right now that is a nice thick full coverage one swipe kind of pencil, if you saw how quickly I did that. And of course I could add in my Benefit brow gel or something if I wanted to keep my brows in place, but the color is going to stay on there all day, which is really nice. So now I have this really nice moisturized base, and we're going to look at a bronzer. I am going to make a bit of a mess on my hands here as we go and on my arm, because I'm going to show you some of the shades I have. I have 2 shades in the bronzer. I have tan, and I have, oh, this is just my favorite. I have the Dusty Rose shade. The bronzer does come in 7 shades. Here's tan, here's Dusty Rose. I'll swatch those for you. I did review these when they first came out. This comes in 7 shades and is $35 each. A lot of people say that the Dusty Rose shade reminds them of a shade in the eponymous Bobbi Brown line, which is true. It's just kind of, this is really great for fair skin, this Dusty Rose. I tend to use it, here's the tan next to it. I tend to use it as much more of a blush actually on my light medium skin, but it could still be used to bronze, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I think today we're actually going to do a little bit of a mix of those 2 shades. So I'm going to take my beloved bronzing brush and just kind of go back and forth into both of them, and we're just going to warm up the skin with it. I like the little bit of pink there because it gives it a warmth. I'm kind of dying to go onto the cheeks with it, and I just want to kind of put it into my face like that, and I'm just creating a base for the makeup that we're going to apply. And now I just look kind of tanned and rested, and I'm neither tanned nor rested, so it's a really really, really good. And that will kind of sink in and warm up, and again, I feel the moisture from the WTF Foundation sinking into my face really nicely. Okay, let's look now at the lip and cheek stick. Now, Bobbi Brown for Jones Road has some beautiful powder blushes in tiny little packaging that I really like. In fact, I'm looking for them. They're around here somewhere. They are really, really nice. But today I think we're going to go with the cream products. And this is a lip and cheek stain. We're going to use it just on cheeks, but if you enjoy that look that draws together the cheek and the lip, this is beautiful on both and really comfortable on the lips. So I have 2 shades in mind. These are still my products we're looking at. We're going to get to what was sent to me from the brand, but I have so much. I'm a big fan. We have Tawny Nude and Royal Plum. So let's take a look at Tawny Nude, and then we have Royal Plum. Ooh, very pretty and very hard to decide, but I think we're gonna go with Tawny Nude, and we're gonna just use this on the cheeks today because I do have something else in mind for the lips. So we're just gonna put it here. Okay, this can be then applied either gently, I'm not pulling on my skin, but gently I can use my hands to just kind of smooth that in, or I could have used a brush. And I just wanted to just give myself some warmth and some cheer with that Tawny Nude on the face. And then we're gonna move on to some lips, and then we're gonna get to the eyes, and we're gonna get to the Miracle Balm. Okay, on the lips, we have the lip tint, which is For Jones Road, Bobbi Brown's version of a traditional lipstick. It's really moisturizing, and it's not too thick or rich. Just, you know, you can wear it as a tint and a stain. You can wear it, really put it on and build it up the color. This comes in 13 shades and is $26. By the way, the lip and cheek stain, if I didn't mention, is $34. And I have it in just Peachy and Pink Rose. So let me show you what I got here. Here is just Peachy. Oh, I'm taking up way too much room on my arm when we have so much to swatch. Here is just Peachy, which is a really pretty orange lip shade if you've been looking for one. And I think we're actually going to use the second shade I have, which is Pink Rose. I think that's going to go a little bit better with what we're doing today. There's Pink Rose. That's such a pretty shade. You see all those shades lined up. One thing Bobbi Brown does know is how to work with minimalist color. So I'm going to put this on really quickly. And you see how quickly I applied that. And I kind of did a medium coverage. I could have dotted it on with my fingers and just done a little bit of a tint. It's long lasting, it's nourishing, it feels nice on the lips, and it's definitely a pretty product on the lips. So far, we're coming together really nicely, and we've kind of haven't even gotten to the best of the bunch just yet. Okay, let's talk about the Miracle Balm. The Miracle Balm really changed the game for Bobbi Brown. So did the WTF Foundation, but the Miracle Balm is a super interesting product. I have it in one shade, and the brand was kind enough to send me 2 more shades. I think we're going to use one of the new shades today, but let me just show you a little bit with the one that I've had. I own Dusty Rose, and what this is, it has a little bit of a eucalyptus type scent to it that I had to get used to at first. It's flat, and what you do is you break the seal, and once you break the seal, you can get in there and really get some good color. This can become a cheek color. It can mix in even with the WTF Foundation and kind of give it a little hint of something. It can go on top like a highlighter. Since I put some color on the cheek, I think we're going to use it as a little bit almost of like a cheek topper, and we're going to use it to add a little bit of shine, almost like a highlight, like a natural looking highlight. So I have the shade Dusty Rose, which you see I broke the seal on, and I am going to show you the shade Dusty Rose here on my arm. I wonder if you'll be able to see it well enough, because these are very kind of transparent. I hope you can see that there. I think we're going to be better putting this onto my hand. And I employ a little gold thing this is from the brand Tatcha that you get with their lip shades. I like to employ that. I think that's a better way to see it. There we go. That is my first shade that I own called Dusty Rose. And then the brand sent me Magic Hour, which we're going to look at right now. And I'm cleaning off my little Tatcha stick so I can break in. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at this. Look at Magic Hour in the little canister here. And I'm going to put that on my hand. That's much more than we would use. There's Magic Hour for you there. Magic Hour. Okay, and then the brand also was kind enough to send over Miami Beach. So we have to see which one we should use now. Look at that. I've already dug into there, I admit. Okay, and this is Miami Beach, and I'm going to do a big swatch here for you. Okay, that's thicker than you'd really use it. I think we're going to go with Magic Hour. So I'm going to take what I took off there, and I'm going to use it on off the little spatula. You know, they sell little disposable spatulas at Amazon. You could use the back, if you have longer nails like I do, you could use the back of your nail, or you could just use your finger, really. And I'm going to put this on here. Yeah, I think that's just so perfect for right now. This is not meant for the eyes, by the way. I did use a finger just there to smooth some of the concealer on my eye, but this is actually not meant for eyes, this particular product. I'm sure you could use it there, but the brand just does not really recommend it. But it is going to highlight for me and become a very natural highlight. I approve of a natural highlight. I'm dipping back in here. I approve of a natural highlight because sometimes I just don't want the glitter. Sometimes I don't want, I don't know, everything. I just want a gentle highlight, and that's what this is right here. And I love it. And you can also just kind of blend it into the cheeks and over the product that we already used, and I think that's a really pretty one. I just use this as a highlight, but honestly, guys, you could use this product mixed in with so many things. For instance, if I mixed in that gorgeous Magic Hour with the WTF Foundation, that would just give me a little bit of a bronzing. I could almost use that in place of a bronzer. What it's done now is just kind of give me a really natural glow. It's a super interesting product, and when it first came on the market, I don't think the general public knew what to do with it. I'm not putting it on the eyes, that's just me smoothing it out because we're getting ready for eyes. I don't think everyone knew what to do with it, but it's just such a balmy, comfy feeling. And my skin is showing through, but it's looking its best, which is the whole kind of Bobbi Brown aesthetic. Very minimal, healthy skin showing through. And I think that's why it's seen lately as such a young brand. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Okay, now there are some really lovely eyeshadows and eyeliner pencils from Jones Road that I didn't bring out today, but let's take a look at two products called Just a Sec. This comes in 9 shades, and this was kindly sent over by the brand. They sent over Just a Sec in topaz and bronze. So let me show you those. Here's topaz and here's bronze, and we're going to swatch them. I know I'm running out of room, but we're going to swatch them. Okay, so we have topaz, using a brush, just because of my nails, but you could use your fingers. Here's topaz. Oh, isn't that pretty? I don't know what shade we're going to use today. This is for the eyes, and Bobbi Brown says you could put this all over the eyes. And here's bronze. And the reason it's called Just a Sec is, of course, it's just a really quick wash of color. I'm just using a brush to show you it there. And that's it. You're going to say, oh, I can't really see it, Rebecca. That's kind of the point. It's just a very quick wash of, again, minimal color. Let's use the topaz. And let's just go in here, and I'm just putting this, I'm even going into the inner corner of the eye. I just want to give my eyes just a little bit of light. Again, Jones Road does have very, very pretty powder eyeshadow as well. And I have a really lovely brown shade over there, but I decided to go a little less is more today and just have that really pretty sparkle. And I could even, we're going to add something else, but I could, if I wanted to, even pair it with that pretty topaz that they sent over. And in fact, I think I'm going to take actually into, the pretty bronze, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to actually go into the bronze and apply that, same brush, why not, underneath the eye. I think that's really pretty. A little bit into the corner, so I'm using it after all. I couldn't resist, just to kind of darken and lift the eye. Isn't that pretty? Okay, before we do mascara, because I do have the famous Jones Road mascara. Before we do mascara, look at my arm. I want to show you another product that they were kind enough to send over, and that is called the Sparkle Wash. So the Sparkle Wash is basically a liquid eyeshadow that's just meant to add a little hint of sparkle. And they sent over 2 shades. They sent over Midas and Barely Pink. This is Midas in the little tube and Barely Pink. Let's go ahead and swatch them on my ever-growing swatch pattern on my arm here. Get my bracelets out of the way. Okay, here we go. There is, oh gosh, that's pretty. There's our first shade. That is Midas, obviously a golden shade. And then we're going to look at Barely Pink, which I think is the one I want to use today, but we'll see. Oh, again, bracelets getting in the way. Okay. Oh, isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and use this. Now, the way to apply this is you can go ahead and take a brush and get it from the doe foot. You can just go ahead and use the brush and just put it on over like this. You can just put it in the center. You could put it over the whole eye. I am going to just put it over the center for now. And see, it's just going to add a little bit of sparkle. And I know we already had sparkle on, but we're having fun. We're playing with products that were kindly gifted, plus my own. It's kind of fun to add these kind gifts in with what I already have from the brand because I am a fan. And look at that. Look at the light in my eyes just from adding that in. And I'm going to put a little bit more of it into the inner corner. I'm not even spreading that out, just sticking that in there, giving it a little bit of light. This would be really pretty also, and the brand doesn't even say this, but this would be really pretty also on the cheeks to add a little bit of highlight. Before we go in and apply this legendary mascara that I've never tried, I want to apply the original gloss. This is just a clear gloss, and it just works over everything. It's a great gloss to have around, so that added a little bit of oomph to my lip shade. So far, so good. The one thing we're missing is mascara, and I have finally gotten from the brand, thank you to Jones Road, I have gotten the Jones Road The Mascara. This is a $26 product, and when this first came out, they could not keep it in stock, and I never got it. So this is my first time trying it, and I have heard that it lives up to its reputation, which is a very good one. We have a lovely curved applicator, so you can use that actually two ways. You can get the eyes and then you could push them up with it. So I'm going to do it that way. I curled my eyelashes before I came on camera using a Ciroc curler, although I will say that Jones Road does make their own curler, and you can save by buying it in a set with the mascara. Oh, this mascara is really nice. So now I'm using the brush both ways actually, and I'm just going to put more color on the outside of the lash. Wow, this is lovely mascara. Oh, I can see why it sold out. That is a nice mascara. Put it on the lower lashes as well. Okay, and I'm going to do the other eye, but I'll speed that up so you don't have to sit through. Mascara application is like watching paint dry. What do you think? Let me give you a close-up on that mascara. Okay, and then getting rid of the mirror. Okay, what do you think? That is a full face of Jones Road Beauty. So much of it gifted, but so much of it I have collected throughout the years that the brand has been with us. It is no wonder that I love them, and to watch them grow is such a fun thing. I love the way it's just kind of, they're organically, quite literally and figuratively, just sprouting wings, and such beautiful, beautiful products. It was an absolute pleasure to present my favorites with you. I did mention that I forgot to talk about the, or did not talk about, I should say, the little powder blushes and powder eyeshadows and eyeliners. Those are really nice. What's your favorite Jones Road product? What did you try? What did you love? How has the brand grown on you? It has considerably grown on me, and it's an honor to be able to play with these gifted products plus my own. But definitely leave your comments below. That's what makes us a community. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so we can continue to grow. Come say a big hello over on Instagram and TikTok and give me a follow there. And don't forget that you can become a bigger member of this community by becoming an actual channel member or by giving super thanks. But in any way that you choose to be here, I am just so happy to see you, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.